And welcome to another brand new episode of Live Forex Trading with your host Peeling Mindset. So this is another brand new day in the week of July. Welcome. Today is Thursday, and we are seeing some sort of volume in pound yen. So it's kind of interesting. It's kind of interesting how every pair right now is moving. So we had this Saunders we had this member Saunders sort of a conference few 30 minutes ago, exactly 30 minutes ago. So let's see what Saunders actually talked about. Alrighty, let's see. That actually moved the market pretty well, isn't it? It's actually interesting. In this speech, I want to discuss recent developments in the economy and the outlook and offer some thoughts on the appropriate setting of the monetary policy. I would like to make several main points. Activity seems to have recovered a bit faster than the central forecast in May. Okay, talking about NPR, and risk lie on the side of the output gap will close earlier than expected. So the recent signs of the labor market tightness probably reflect temporary friction associated with the reopening of the economy. COVID-related uncertainty and the furlough labor market slack is shrinking, but probably not yet used up. Oh, okay. Oh, interesting. Turned out to be in high impact news here. Turned out to be a high impact news. All right, Motsuba has sent a chart. So the first chart of the day. First chart of the day from Motsuba, he has sent EU chart. So let's have a look at EU and see what's happening. All right, so he took an entry, he took a sell around here. Oh, okay. Interesting. I mean, 30-minute candles, previous two 30-minute candles actually closed below the, actually closed around the resistance. If this 30-minute candle, obviously, when did you take this trade? Did you just take it or EU, huh? We'll have a look at EU. EU. Where is EU? All right, here's EU. There you go, EU. Let's have a look at EU. So he took an entry around 118.38 to, ooh, nice. 183. Pretty good. So you took an entry around here, huh? Pretty good. It's running pretty well. So as long as candle starts closing bearish, as long as candle starts closing bearish below this support, below this area, I mean, that'll be good. It's a good sign. If the candles finally closes below this support area, you have a clear range on the downside. So that'll be nice. Obviously, US dollar, I mean, gold, I had a look at gold. And it seems like gold is also pushing down here. So if you're in some sort of profits, make sure you secure at least something. So let's go into pound yen and see what's happening in pound yen, right? Pound yen is actually so interesting, you know. I actually drew this channel like a few days back in pound yen, and how interestingly price is actually interacting with the channel, right? So tap the channel one more time before heading down, and it went all the way down, tapped the bottom part of the channel, engaged with it, and it's now surging up. So this is one of the action. For example, this could be another, if prices are going to stay up, this could be another supply, another demand area on the downside. And if this is a potential demand area, I mean, prices could push up. It's quite interesting the way it's moving right now. So let's break down the GJ chart and let's see how the market finally moved today, and we'll see what's happening. All right, so my channel from the higher time frame is still there. So if I have to make the chart naked on a daily time frame, so this demand area, this recent, sorry about that. Oh my god. Sorry. So this recent demand sort of area has acted out. So that was the area where price actually last time rejected off pretty heavily. So why is this a demand area, and the demand area turning out to be support right now? Obviously, if you look into the order flow, for example, the way how the orders are moving or how the big banks may have potentially moved the market, this was the area where a lot of big banks sold, right? So it started falling down pretty heavily, market falling down and created a demand area. Obviously, a lot of big banks must have sold right around here, right? So they must have exited the trade from there, and the other part of the market, the other big institution, they started entering right here when there was a big conflict between the buyers and sellers. Obviously, that conflict definitely created this demand area. This was the before the outmost deflated GJ price right here. And we actually started pushing up, right? So significantly, we started pushing up again. Some of the institutions, they probably must have exited right around here, and then we again started selling. So the institutions started selling, went all the way down, dived in this potential demand area, introduced another low, but that low got corrected in the next instance right away. And right now, price is still diving in that demand sort of area. So what does that tell me is if the smart money or the institutions are to enter, this is a probably best interest. This is going to be the best interest for the institutions, because this is one of the most deflated price they will ever get, right? This was the most deflated price they got in the most recent price action. Again, they rejected that demand area, and it's happening one more time. So if the prices has to close up, make some sort of support, then we can push up, and the demand could act out. So finally, if the demand area is playing out right now as a support, I mean, it's beautiful. To be honest, it's beautiful. So just have to wait and see how this weekly candle closes. But until then, my bias right now, looking at the daily candle, alone, for example, this was a potential fake out sort of area, as I explained in the previous live streams on YouTube. So this was a potential daily fake out in an easy language, right? Now the price is still above that fake out area, hasn't significantly closed. Obviously, this may seem like a resistance, but this could be only candles breathing, because the candles cannot move in a consistent direction, just like in one day it cannot move like another 300 400 pips. It cannot, right? It doesn't make sense. The economy is like, it doesn't work like that. The institutions have to get in, get out, get in, get out. So there has to be some sort of breather. So this bearish candle right now for me is sort of like a breather. If you look into the daily candle, today's daily candle's price action from the bottom, the wick, the amount of rejection it has done is significant. So I want to see more of a support, more of a close, and close on the upside. That way, I'm definitely going to scale into buys. But if I have to go into 4 hour now, let's look at this. If I have to go into the 4 hour, this was the most recent support area on the top that we actually broke yesterday. Right now the 4 hour candle is approaching that level. It is actually above that level. So if the 4 hour candles have to close above this area, if I have to make the chart, if I have to bring back the drawings on the chart back again, look at this. This gray area is a 4 hour support level that the price actually respected several times. And all of this movement on the downside may have been pushed because of the conference that we had yesterday. So there was a Central Bank of England's review about how economy is doing at that point in time yesterday, and that caused the price push down so heavily. And we also had this PPI news, which obviously attracted a lot of volume in GJ. So obviously candles fell down, but all of this rejection right now, also aligning with my channel, makes sense for the price to push up. So if the price has to push up, I need to see some sort of support. So what do is the 4 hour is bullish, right? This also could be a potential retest for the price to move down. But if I have to stay and stick with the bias of buys, now I'm going to head to the 2 hour time frame, right? And the 2 hour time frame, current 2 hour candle is still above that gray area. As long as price stays above that gray area and shows some sort of bullish posture, there is a clear traffic on the left hand side in a clear language, in an easy language. So there's a clear traffic on the left hand side. 2 hour candle has 16 more minutes left for its close. In the next 16 minutes, if this 2 hour candle finally closes bullish, I'm going to wait for the next 2 hour candle and potentially hourly candle to make a low before moving up. That way my bias of buy could be valid, and I'm going to get a proper stop loss point. So that's going to be amazing. So I'm going to wait for another 16 minutes, and that will be amazing. As long as price closes bullish, shows me some sort of bullish signs, it's just as fine. It's just as fine. So I have to see this hourly candle close at least above this this consolidation right here, this consolidation area. So this could be a resistance that the price has broken, and it may retest that level before heading up. So kind of waiting at this point in time. So yesterday, my ultimate bias was sell below 152, 355. An early sale was somewhere around here. So it actually moved down pretty well. Obviously missed it out because this was moved after the NYSE. So this was pretty late in New York, but obviously price moved down. Pretty cool. All right, so Castro says a good close on the hourly, 30-minute, and a support form from retracement looks good for entry for Thursday. That's correct. That is correct. That is absolutely correct. So waiting for that to happen at this point in time. So for example, if I have to erase this 154, 355 level now, and kind of hoping to see if price could close bullish. So still waiting. Let's go into the 30-minute time frame and see what's happening, right? So 30-minute time frame, obviously, look at this. So after this sort of push on the upside, because Saunders conference today, so look at this. Saunders conference actually talked about good things about economy. He's not being pessimistic. He's still being optimistic for the economy. It's so funny the way the market has moved. I'm not even kidding, right? I think all of this conference that are happening, I think these were planned by the higher institution to exit and enter. It's so funny. If you look into the order flow, if you go into the 4-hour or even 2-hour time frame, this seems like a planned conference where the market was moved by the higher hierarchy and the powerful people. The way it's moving, it's clearly planned. It's clearly planned. You know, we had this review out of nowhere from the central bank yesterday, causing the price to drop down. And why did the price finally drop down? Because it actually wanted to dip in this final demand area. It dipped in this demand area once. Obviously, there were some orders unfulfilled. So the higher institutions, they want their orders to be fulfilled. They want their orders to be filled. So what they expect is they somehow, I don't know, I'm not a controversial sort of idea guy, but it's so amazing how the order flow is working right now. If it's rejecting this price right now like this, I mean, it was clearly planned. Yesterday, whatever happened yesterday was clearly planned. Because out of nowhere, when the price is so bullish, there is no business in price retracing so down for the institution to enter, then it's starting to push up, right? Isn't it kind of amazing? It's kind of interesting, isn't it? So all of the conference seems as if it was planned. So the Saunders conference right now is causing a lot of bullish nature in pound yen. So if pairs have to close bullish, I mean, we will see. We will see, right? Definitely see. So the 30-minute time frame, previous 30-minute candle closed heavily bullish. So have to see candles maintaining a bullish posture. And that way, on the hourly time frame, there's a clear range on the upside. Clear range on the upside. So if the price are to push up, for example, if I have to erase this, a lot of drawings, right? On my chart, there's a lot of drawings. So if I have to erase this 153, 190, I'm going to keep this 153.085 level because that has been that has been a vital area where price has been pushing down from or resisting from. So I have to see if this 153.085 could be a rejection point. But it's so interesting how the channel is working out, how the price actually interacted with the channel, isn't it? So interesting. All right, so Castro says, with time, I'm really expecting 156. Price just grabbing liquidity, giving buyers a chance to maybe enter again. Structures are still bearish, but till time will tell. No FOMO. I like how you talk, bro. Thank you very much. Thank you, Castro. Thank you very much. That's amazing. Yeah, but that's the thing. That's absolutely the thing. I was actually looking into the market around like 1 or 2 hours before, and I was just looking into my perspective of order flow in the market, and the conference that just happened like 40 minutes ago. It's so planned. You know, I'm not even kidding. That's how the big institutions they get around. That's how they get their premium price. You know, retail traders like us, we are no shit to the market. No shit, honestly, no shit, you know? So we can't get that premium price. But the big institutions, they fucking do their conference, they fucking call these Saunders, and they say, hey, Saunders, buddy, can you go and talk about good pound economy? Can you say pound is doing well? Can you say that the labor market has still opportunities? And can you say that we will back up the economy and stuff? And that's what happened. And after dropping the price so heavily yesterday, New York session, late New York session, and all of the institutions, they got in, right? And it's suddenly pushing up. So it's kind of interesting, Have to see if this demand sort of a reaction is going to be continued, and that'll be amazing. So for now, daily candles still bullish. I mean, I have to see. Definitely have to see. Yeah, man, it's just funny. Really funny. Nigel Gihando says, let's get it. Yep, I mean, today's Thursday, so Thursday is a good day. Thursday is one of the best days for me, to be honest. Most of my profitable trades, they occur, they happen on Thursday or Wednesday, usually. So we will see what's going to happen. Dun 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 dun. Bum ba bum. Ba-da-dum bum bum. So here's the thing, right? So for the price, the way it's retracing, obviously, calling out sell around here is too early for me. I'm not going to call out sales here. The way the candles have printed here, and the way my auto flow sort of a idea is working in my brain now. My thought process is telling me that there is a higher chance for the price to push up than down. So if price are to push up, and if there's enough volume around this time, that is Thursday, pre-New York, price has to retest this area. Potentially, if there's some sort of bullish posture above, let's say 152, I would say 152,445. If prices stay above this area, man, we are pushing up. We're definitely pushing up. So let's see. Yep. For now, the 15-minute candle also retracing, but this could be only a breathing sort of a scenario. That could be a relief. So let's just wait. To call out sales, I'm not going to call out sales, man. I'm not going to call out sales. So we're going to wait. We're definitely going to wait. And hey, guys, if you guys haven't given me that thumbs up on the YouTube channel, just go and subscribe and hit that thumbs up. We are doing streams side by side. So calling out all of the friends out here in the Slack. Just go into the YouTube channel and hit that subscribe button, whatever that is. We have to run the algorithms, and we have to let the algorithms know that people are coming in the YouTube channel. We have to let them know. Let's see, just give me a second. Dun. Man, oh man, I'm too thirsty. I'm gonna fill up my water right here. Filling up my water. So, alrighty. So Castros says the London sales looks like a fake out so far. Just waiting on more candle confirmation, letting the news to soak in. Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, that's correct. So here's another analogy behind price moving up. Obviously, there could be another few analogies we can apply for a bullish sort of a nature, but at the end of the day, the market can do whatever it like, right? Now, Castro's point that, you know what, London sessions push on the downside does seem like a fake out. That is actually valid. That is actually valid. And the thing is, for example, if the news about the pound economy being like a stable, or they have backup plans, whatever, obviously investors are going to put in money in pound yen. Obviously, it makes sense, right? Now the news has pushed the price up so far from the demand area. Maybe the New York market also wants the piece of the pie. And if the New York market wants the piece of the pie, maybe it's going to retrace the price a little bit lower to grab the premium, which may be a potential liquidity grab for the next candle, or even the current candle before pushing up. So sorry about that. Sorry. So we are still waiting. We are still waiting. That's all I can say. Man, oh man. Yeah, really interesting. Bum 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 bum. Hourly candle is below that gray area. That was a potential for our support. So, I mean, we will have to see. So the real question I'm going to ask this current hourly candle is this hourly candle going to close above this area at least? If it's going to close above that area, my bias of buy will be confident, but obviously have to see a support before taking any sort of entry, right? So I have to see a support before taking any sort of entry, because if I have to actually scale down into the 30-minute, as a 30-minute time frame, look at this, 30-minute candle is still bearish. So do I actually take a buy on a bearish candle? Maybe no. The answer is no, especially when this is the close of the 2-hour, close of the 1-hour candle, right? As we know already, we've been talking about this forever. That the high candle close, most of the time it causes retracement, or leaves a long wick on the direction, and selling on the top and buying on the top, selling on the bottom is an invalid idea. You have to kind of wait for the candles to make proper support before taking entry. You have to ask yourself the question, why are you in a FOMO? Why are you feeling missed out? Right? Why are you feeling missed out? Out of how many times does you taking a buy on the top works? Maybe 2 out of 10 times. And you taking the same trade that only profits you 2 out of 10 times is not going to help you. Is not going to help you. So buying on the very top is not a good idea. You got to wait for the candles to make a support. Maybe that way you can provide more confidence for your trade. Now the way 30-minute is moving, 30-minute is kind of rejecting that bottom area, which is a good sign. So here's the thing. If this hourly candle finally closes above this area, or at least this area, the next candle on making a low, that's going to be the proper time for me to be like, you know what? Now this dude is going to move up. So I'm going to attack, and now this is my time to do my combinations, right? Now the dude is tired making wicks and stuff. Now my time is coming. So I got to wait for my time. So if the guys in the Slack they don't have the YouTube link, I'm gonna send you guys the YouTube link, because we need to boost the numbers, man. Come on, guys, we need to boost the number on the YouTube channel as well. We are streaming side by side. I'm gonna send you guys the link. Just go and hit that subscribe. Just for the sake of the number, whatever. We need to build the community as well. But you guys liking, subscribing, disliking, commenting, whatever is only going to boost the channel. So the link is in the Zoo. Is the link there? Did you guys get the link? Castro says, Motsub says, I was the first one I liked. Thank you, Motsub. Thank you for your love and support. So Castro says, nice week on the hourly for prices to continue. No bottom wick on 15 and 30 and 1 hour. So now selling pressure. So no selling pressure. That's correct. Want the hourly candle to close at least 70% of the body, then observe price action. Ooh, that is beautiful. That is beautiful. Alrighty. So is the channel link there, guys? Guys, you can turn on your mic if you need to. just in case. All right. Just a public notice. The mic can be turned on if there's any question, all right? Because nobody speaks. Everybody's like a shy girl here. It's like a first date. you're with a girl and you're on a first date. It's so uncomfortable, you know? Man, come on. Kevin Marine says, first date kind of nervous. Yeah. I know. I'm not going to eat you guys up, you know, just ask questions. If there's any questions, we can still interact. This is a lovely, friendly, this is a community-friendly stream, obviously. The YouTube, the Zoom, you know, start sending your freaking charts, you know. We can review it. We can look at it. We can talk about your thought process. Maybe if there's anything we can talk about and you get a help, I mean, yeah, why not, right? Why not? Castro says, lol, I'm tired. Work the graveyard shift. Maybe I'll be here until 10:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, if I can hold out. Yeah, even me, I'm not feeling well, to be honest. I'm not feeling well today, so kind of feeling funny. My tonsils acting out. It's kind of cold out here, and my tonsils acting out a little bit. All right, so the previous hourly candle in pound yen obviously closed bullish. So that was not only an hourly candle close, but a 2-hour candle close out of the 4-hour, which is a good sign because the 2-hour out of the 4-hour finally closed bullish, engulfing all of these candles that happened around the Asian, around the London, whatever, and is correcting the price. So if the news is to be soaked by the New York market and the sentiment could be positive, I mean, there's still time, right? I'm not going to rush into a buy right now in the first few minutes of the hourly candle. I obviously want to see a proper wick on the downside, but let's see. Let's see what's going to happen. All right, so the previous 30-minute candle, look at this. Look at the way the 30-minute candle closed. Previous 30-minute candle closed bearish. So if we're going to make some sort of support around this area, we may continue up. So let's see. Is there any other news coming in today? No news. So there is unemployment claims. Alrighty. Unemployment claims. Interesting. All right, so Castro says on Zoom, he says, with good support and volume, I'm excited for buys. 153, 484. Aha. Did you take a buy? Bank of England Governor Bailey says he won't be rushing to make a decision for raising interest rates, despite this week's news of rising inflation. Work virtual visit to Midlands business. Interesting. All right, so let's look into gold at the same time, huh? Let's look at gold and see what's happening. Oh, gold seems like it's dropping here. So the daily candle is bearish. Daily candle is bearish. Yeah, interesting. To be honest, really interesting. So the way the daily, the previous daily candle closed, I mean, this daily candle should be pushing up. The way the previous daily candle closed, right? So the chances for this current daily candle to push up are higher. Looking at the last daily candle. But again, at the same time, if you look into the way how the price has been acting around this area, look at this. This is the area where price has been acting several times. So if I have to draw out levels, look at this. Dun dun dun. Dun dun dun. Dun dun dun. Dun dun dun. So the price is playing around the same area. So this was a potential demand area last time. A support area, which the price actually broke below. Right, so the price somehow, with volume, with momentum, started pushing down, break all of those levels, fueled all of the orders, and right now we are having the same issue around the same area. So for sales to be active, I have to see candles breaking these kind of lows, making some sort of proper resistance, and obviously we can push down. But until then, I'm kind of still waiting, still waiting. Because for me, looking at the most recent price action, looking at the NFP numbers, looking at the CPI number, looking at the PPI numbers, all of this happening right now is just a relief. It's just a relief rally or kind of breathing for the gold's price action. If gold has to push down, I mean, all of this kind of makes sense because we are only halfway through the month today. Today is the halfway point of the month. So maybe all of this relief that's happening is only for the price to later push down. So I'm counting on the push down more than anything else. So we will see. The way the candles are moving, I mean, we will see. I cannot call out a sell on the top of the on the top right now, but once candle starts breaking low on a daily sort of a perspective, then that's going to be a showdown. That's the point where it's going to be showdown. Until then, I'm a calm man. Because I only want to take a trade on my direction. See? All right, so the previous 2-hour candle in gold closed bearish. I mean, look at the way the previous 2-hour candle closed. Engulfed all of the action that happened here. Closed below the support. And right now, the current 2-hour candle has made a decent top wick, retesting that previously broken support. So the bias on gold for me is a sell. So the bias on gold is a sell. Definitely, the bias is sell. So this is what I'm going to do, right? If the gold is to move down the way it's moving down right now, if the candle starts breaking 18, 20, 25, that's when I'm going to focus on taking sells on gold. If price starts breaking 18, 20, 25, that's the point where I'm going to take sells. Ooh, 15-minute looking so well, man. Honestly, ooh, it's pushing down. It's definitely pushing down. So from the current price action, it's in about 17 pips, and then all the way down to 18, 20, 25. It's in about 28 pips. It's pushing down. Ooh, it's pushing down. Look at this. Look at gold, man. Look at gold. It's definitely pushing down. 100% pushing down. This one. A resistance has been made. A trade around here would have made sense with a stop loss of the current candle in about 11, 12 pips. Not too much. Obviously, the range, there is a range. To be honest, there is a range, Yep. Looks like it can break that 18, 20, 25 level too. Let's see what's going to happen. 18, 20, 25 is on my eye. 18, 20, 25. 18, 20, 25. 18, 20, 25. Yep. More chances for gold to push down than anything else. More chances of pushing down. So once this 15-minute candle made its low, it made its high on pushing down, I mean, yeah, that was a trade right there. After making its high, maybe on the break of the previous candle's low, with structure, because the structure was there. Definitely the structure was there. Or if somebody was conservative, maybe on the break of this low with structure, because the structure is there. Structure for sale is there. I'm not in any sort of trade in gold yet. For confidence sale, I'm waiting for 2025. Let's see what's going to happen. Is gold pushing down today? Ooh, look at the way it's retracing, man. Ooh. Interesting. Yeah. In the first few minutes of the hourly candle. First few minutes of the hourly candle. And pound yen 4-hour candle is kind of rejecting the top range right now. Ooh. Nasty. Mr. Nasty. Oh, so here's what I'm gonna do. So, dun, dun, dun. Alrighty. And we are still waiting for our bias. Why treat me this way? Treat me this way. All right, so the hourly candle has 46 minutes left for its close. So we haven't yet flipped bullish, but it has made a wick on the downside. So that's a good way to start with the bias. I mean, good way to start. Let's see. simple man. All right, so the way gold 5-minute candle close around 1824.25 level, and still hanging around there. So the previous 15-minute candle in gold closed dodgy, 15-minute candle closed dodgy, so almost sort of like nothing happened. So the last 15 minutes, nothing happened in gold. So the bias hasn't changed yet. The bias of sell hasn't changed yet. And pound yen 1 hour candle flipping bullish at this point in time. My terminal is ready. I am ready here. Let's see what's gonna happen. All right, so the 30-minute candle still hanging around there. I need to see a proper support before I take a entry. So so the previous 15-minute candle close a bearish candle, but in relation to volume, the body size is small, right? So if the bearish volume on the downside, obviously bearish volume is dying, then where is gonna be the volume more likely gonna push? Maybe on the upside. So gotta wait and see how it's gonna work. All right, so on YouTube, Bun says, HM risk should I use for 1K account? I don't know what you're saying. If you're saying how much of risk you should put for 1K account, I mean, that's something I cannot direct you to do directly, right? But what is the thing is, if you're asking me exactly what to risk, that tells me you're a beginner trader. And if you're a beginner trader, beginner traders, they only start with cent lot. Doesn't really matter how much you risk. The risk should be only 1% or less than 1%. For a beginner trader. If you were not a beginner trader, you will already know how much you will be risking. You will know exactly how much you are to risk and how much is your goal. Right? That's the thing. Now hourly candle is actually flipping bullish in pound yen, which is a good sign. So it's pushing up nice and slow. Nice and slow. Interesting. Yeah, I'm gonna wait for the proper support. Hourly candle flipping bullish, which is a good sign, but I haven't seen a support yet. So I'm using my power of waiting. I'm using my power of waiting. So Tom says, so you think GJ is going up to retest the high created? Yep, that's correct. Tom, that is correct. That is exactly correct. Get out my way. Yep, and pound yen is slowly going to push up. It's definitely going to push up, man. Alright, so Motsev on YouTube, he's saying people can increase up to 3% after having a win rate of at least 50% and a good risk to reward. That is actually a good method. I mean, for your methods and your risk risk to reward and how much of a capital you should be applying on a single trade or your risk plan, that all comes with time. That definitely comes with time. First of all, you need to learn about the market's movement. You know, you need to be experienced in the market. So as per your experience growing in the market, you are not to expect a lot out of the market. So that, what does that mean? You don't expect a lot out of the market, neither do you lose a lot to the market. So the basic game is capital preservation. And if you don't know what capital preservation is, that means for a beginner trader, you have to be okay winning $1, $2, $5, or $10 just for the proof of process. For the proof of the process, you have to work with the smaller lots, and slowly and surely after your profitability, you may be comfortable with higher risk. So that's a question you have to ask yourself after your experience builds up. So you don't want to be expecting like $500 tomorrow morning trading. No, it doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. You have to be first experienced in the market. So experience in the market, don't lose a lot of money. And for the proof of the process, just use a smaller lot. Maybe the smallest lot out there. So what is the smallest lot out there? Maybe a 0.01 or whatever, just to experience the market, right? But you have to ask yourself the question before you apply any risk, obviously, 100%. And I am still waiting for a proper support. I've been waiting here. I've been waiting and waiting. So here's another thing, right? So for example, if candle starts breaking low and starts closing below, I would say, let's say 152,445, right? If in pound yen, if prices starts breaking low and starts closing below 152,445, maybe my bias of buy could be weaker and weaker. So at that point in time, I have to ask myself the question that, you know what, if market is pushing down with volume, do I really have to hold on to my bias? Maybe I can hold on to my bias. But the thing is, if there's an opportunity for sell, I'm not going to stay here with still hand. Because at that point in time, it could make sense. So I'm kind of waiting. I'm still waiting for a proper support to form. My bias is still buy. My bias hasn't changed yet. So still waiting. And beginner traders, all right. So on YouTube, Ask Combo says, are you in any trade? No, I'm not in any sort of trade yet. I'm still waiting. So as I'm waiting, if I'm gonna miss my trade, for example, if the candle starts pushing up really crazy, really heavy, I mean, that's okay. I'm okay about it because I'm waiting. The idea is to wait, right? That's the secret. And a lot of beginner traders out there, they don't understand the idea that waiting is reward. It is actually going to be your reward. If you wait, you get paid and you actually get the reward. So you have to wait and wait for the candles to close. I'm still waiting for this current 15-minute candle to close. If this 15-minute candle finally closes like a bullish candle, showing me some sort of bullish sign to start with, then it's all good. But otherwise, my trade will be invalid. So I gotta wait. I cannot trade on the parts of what I think. Rather, I have to exactly see what the candles are doing, and I only see what the candles are doing after the candles close. So I gotta wait and see how the candles closes, then I can take an entry. But for now, candles are slowly pushing down. As I've said, whatever's happening right now could only be a relief, sort of a push or a counter trend or a counter push. So still waiting. So the deeper this hourly candle makes a wick, it's only going to present me with a better opportunity. The deeper the hourly candle makes a wick, the better the opportunity is going to be for me. Because at the end of the day, this is another tip for beginner traders that you can actually backtest and clearly know by yourself as well. So candles with longer wick, they have more power. Simple as that. Candle with longer wicks, they have more power. Sorry for the noise on the background. It's my brother cooking right now. I'm sorry. Yep. At this point in time, 30-minute candle is still bearish. I mean, no support. No support. No support, no trade. So if any of the candles starts closing below 152.445, I mean, yeah, my chances of buys are getting weaker and weaker. For my buys to be stronger, I have to see some sort of support. So I'm still waiting. Still waiting. Just give me a second. Oh. All right, so on YouTube, Ban says, can you look at GA, sir? I mean, if you send me a chart, I can definitely look at your idea. So do you have an idea on GA? If you have an idea, we can look at your chart, we can review it, and we can have a look at that. So just send a chart, your chart saying, this is my support, this is my resistance, and I'm willing to take an entry about here, and that way I exactly know what you're looking into, and I know your thought process, and I can help you with that. So Castro here says, this retracement could be just filling in some missing prices to continue bullish after its support is created. Let's observe and see. Yep, that's correct. That's correct. So kind of waiting for a support, basically a support, at least a support around a 15-minute time frame to start with. So I have to wait and see. So the previous 30-minute candle closed bearish. around that 152,445 level. So the hourly candles. So here's the thing, right? So 30-minute out of the hourly candle close bearish. So which is still okay because we have 30 more minutes left for the hourly candle to finally close. So if there's enough volume, enough momentum on the upside, I mean the wick that is created right now only makes sense for the price to push up and fill the wick on the upside. So what I'm saying basically is I have to see a 15-minute candle at least making support. So if a 15-minute candle finally makes a support, I'll be anticipating the high to be tested, and that is going to be my position. That's going to be my idea for today. Bamba, 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 bamba. Bamba, 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 bamba. So we have our exclusive market maker right here in the house. So this is the market maker I talk to oftentimes, and this guy tells me where pairs are moving. He's the market maker right here. Mr. Market Maker. Why? Oh, because I want my premium price. Mister, I want the premium price. I'm only going to push it up after I grab my premium price. That's what he says. That's what I think, at least. So let's see what's gonna happen. If pound yen is pushing down with volume, because we are only about 26 minutes away. 26 minutes away from the market open, and it's quite retracing pretty well at this point in time. Obviously, any of the 30-minute candle closing below 152,445 is only building a bias for sell at that point in time. Obviously, candles haven't closed yet, so there's still opportunity for candles to flip up. So kind of waiting. All right, so pound yen is pushing down nice and slow here, breaking the low. I think the volume is coming in. We are 23 minutes away from the market open at this point in time. 23 minutes away. So maybe this could be it's a final premium grab before moving up. Let's see. We will see. We will see. Haven't taken an entry yet. Haven't taken an entry yet, so still waiting. Still waiting. Waiting. And pound yen is pushing up here. Is rejecting 152.445 at this point in time. So hourly candle could actually flip a bullish. At least that's what I think. So if this 15-minute candle could finally close bullish, that can give me some signs here. Let's see. But again, at the same time, the thing is, we have a market open in the next 21 minutes. So do I really want to take an entry when the volatility could be at its peak? I have to see. I have to see how it pans out. Let's see. Yo, Betula Chubukchu says, yo, what's up? What's up, man? What's up? I hope you guys are doing well. Well, now we are bright as fuck, aren't we? Bright as fuck. That's better. That is better. All right, so the candles are still rejecting 152.445. Let's see what's going to happen with the market open. With the market open, are we going to push on the upside or what's going to happen? We will see. All right, Palin says, is it a buy or a sell on GJ? All right, so the thing is, my bias is buys, so I'm still waiting for my bias to play out, right? But the thing is, again, at the same time, somebody else can come in and disagree with me and say that, you know what, that's fucked up, bro. I'm looking for sell, and it's gonna be sell. I mean, it's both ways, right? So the volume can push the price any ways, in any sort of direction, but my bias in an overall picture is still buys for now. So if it's gonna work out, first I need to see some sort of support. That's what I'm waiting for, a proper support. But again, at the same time, if the price is pushing down and if I have to speculate or take a scalping opportunity on the downside, I have to see a candle close below 152.445 at least. And that's going to be better. But until then, I'm still waiting. That's the idea for now. Waiting for a proper buy. Proper buy. Now, at this point in time, the hourly candle has made a decent wick. This could be regarded as a decent wick. So all I gotta see is candles flipping in my direction. That is bullish. So I'm not gonna take an entry when the candles are bearish. It doesn't make sense to me. So I have to see some sort of support at least. Let's see. For now, the candles are still maintaining price above 152.445. So let's see what's gonna happen in the next 17 minutes. In the next 17 minutes. Dun, 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 dun. Palin says my bias is sell for GJ. I mean, that could be the case. Sales may be coming in too. If there's enough volume, price can push down as well. That could be the case. As I said, for me to take a sell, I have to see a confident candle close below this yellow line at least. Right? That's what I'm saying. So for now, I'm sticking to my bias at this point in time. And in the next 15 minutes, we have the market open. So maybe that's gonna push the market somewhere. That's gonna bring in some sort of volume in my pair. Our hourly candle is still hanging around that area, not pushing down. So have to wait. And it looks like the candle is pushing in the original direction or the final direction slowly but surely. Has rejected that yellow line, rejected these price recently broken resistance level. So let's see what's going to happen. So Palin says, Anuj, where are you considering to buy in GJ? So for my buys, first I have to see support, and that way I can find out where's going to be my potential stop loss, right? For now, the candle may rush up. So here's what I think, right? So the price can push up anytime, all the way up. So I'm not going to take an entry right here when there's a possibility for the candles to still go down. I have to see a proper support. After a support has been formed, I know where to put my stop loss. I know where about to put my stop loss. And that way I can take a clear entry. So, yep. And it's pushing up nice and slow. Nice. And the hourly candle is closing in the next 11 minutes. In the next 11 minutes. And that is going to be the close of the 30-minute candle as well. I want to see a proper support. Alrighty. So from the break of the hourly candle is high. The range on the upside, a potential upside is in about 20 pips from the break of the high and all the way up to, I would say, 153 or 85 in about 46 pips. So why not? Let's see. Yep, the way candles are moving, I mean there's a higher potential on the upside than anything else here. The way it's moving. Ten more minutes left for this hourly candle to close. See, market's opening up in the next 10 minutes. Market opening up in the next 10 minutes. Take it to tas. 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 Get it tas. Tas. Get it tas. 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 Get it tas. 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 And the hourly candle rejecting 152.445 at this point in time. So that's pretty good. Pretty good. Let's see. Ooh, and the hourly candle is slowly pushing up here. Hourly candle is slowly pushing up. Slowly pushing up. And the current 15-minute candle has engulfed the previous two 15-minute candles at this point in time. And the hourly candle is finally coming alive in the last 8 minutes. It's coming alive in the last 8 minutes. So this is what I'm going to do, right? So at this point in time, the 5-minute is making a possible buying structure, and the hourly is flipping. So the hourly is going to close in the next 8 minutes. I haven't taken an entry yet, because taking an entry right around the market open time could be a delicate situation, as we've been hearing out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait for this hourly candle to close, which is going to be 8 more minutes. I'm going to wait for 8 more minutes. If this hourly candle closes bullish, I mean, that is bravo, right? Maybe on the break of the hourly candle is high, I can take an entry with like 10, 12 pips stop loss, anticipating volume on my direction. Anticipating volume in my direction to push the candles up, and I'm definitely gonna wait. Definitely gonna wait. But looks like the push is coming here. Potential push is coming. 7 more minutes left. Ooh, it's pushing up. It's pushing up. Hourly candle hasn't broken its own high yet. From the break of the high, the stop loss is in about 20 pips, which is a little bit more, right? So for example, here's another thing. If I have to take an entry, with volume alongside on the break of the high, cause my stop loss is gonna be big, maybe I can lower down my volume so the lot size could be smaller. That's another trick to take the position, just in case. So the hourly candle is slowly breaking its high at this point in time. So on the break of the high, I'm thinking about a position, but we are 7 minutes away from the market open. So let's see. Hourly candle has broken its high. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take an entry right here with lower lot here. So half of my usual lot. Yep. Took an entry right there with 20 pips stop loss, which is a big amount of stop loss. To be honest, is a big stop loss. Let's see what's going to happen. So I'm anticipating the price to push up with the volume, and I don't want to see any sort of retracement. So this is either going to be a risk management day for me, a Thursday trade, a risk management trade, or it's going to be a profitable trade. Let's see. Let's see. Oh. All right, so Jujer says, what lot size do you usually use? So I use lot sizes from 2.5 to 5 and up to 7.5. So yeah, but that's not gonna help you because my way of using risk is a little bit different. I don't suggest people using capital, fixed capital for risk, but obviously, because of my experience or whatever, you know, I've been using risk capital as a fixed capital as a risk, so I'm okay about it. I'm definitely okay. Bum bum bum. 20 pips stop loss. Let's see. For now, the trade is breathing. Obviously, it's an early trade. I took an entry around the break of the high, right? So for now, it's kind of making sense. Let's see. Have to see candles closing bullish. Otherwise, if the candles are going to retrace, man, I'll be stopped out, and I have to wait for a proper entry. Let's see what's going to happen. Anticipating volume in my direction and a push on the upside. Let's see. And still waiting. Hourly candle still hanging around there, So one of the what I don't want to see is, for example, when the market opens, I don't want to see a whipsaw. I don't want to see a wick on the downside before moving up. But that is a possible case, right? My entry is there, obviously already, and my stop loss has been allocated. So I'm not going to move my stop loss. But I have to see if the candle is going to push in my direction. The way it's moving, there is higher chances for the price to push up than down. So let's see what's going to happen. Is this going to be a profitable day, or what's going to happen? Can be a risk management day anytime. So have to be on the go for risk management, 100%.
To walk like two out the door.
Hourly candle closing with closing in the next 2 minutes, and hourly candle has a decent wick on the downside. So let's see. A trade taken with experience and actually was waiting for the market to grab its premium price, grab its liquidity on the downside, and there's a higher probability for the candles to push up, filling the wick on the upside. So let's see what's going to happen. And the trade could go in an opposite direction anyway, in any time, obviously. So being aware of that fact. Now, for risk management purposes, right? Obviously, at the time of market open, price may push in the opposite direction anytime. So for risk management, what I might do is, if this 30-minute candle closes bullish, the next 30-minute candle shouldn't exceed the opening price. Should respect the opening price at least, right? So for example, if this candle closes bullish and the next candle exceeds the opening price, maybe that's going to be the position where I'm going to think that, you know what, I might cut down at least something out of my position, at least something. So it could be 20, 30, 40, 50%, at least something, right? That's the only way I can manage my risk at that point in time. So still waiting to see if the volume is going to push the price up, because there's a higher probability. Let's see what's going to happen. For now, the trade is still breathing. It's still breathing. It is still breathing. Still breathing. And the candles are pushing up. Pushing up. I'm keeping an eye open for the next candle to respect the open price. Let's see what's going to happen. Because I don't want to lose everything that I applied, right? I want to lose less than what I applied. That's the idea. Capital preservation or ways to manage risk. So let's see what's going to happen. The trade is still breathing for now. It kind of makes sense to push up. The way hourly candle is looking right now is still looking promising to push up. So let's see what's going to happen. What do you mean the next candle to respect the open price? So when I say the next candle to respect the open price, and this is the New York Bank Open at this point in time. 30-minute candle finally closed bullish, so it's looking good. When I say respecting the open price, this is the open price for the previous 30-minute candle, right? 152.482 is the open price for the previous 30-minute candle. So what I want this current 30-minute candle to do is, when it retraces down, potentially when it retraces down, I want the candle to at least respect the open price. So respect 152.482. I don't want the price to break that level. So let's see what's going to happen. So higher chances for price to push up. This is almost like a textbook trade at this point in time. So obviously I took an entry on the break of the high, anticipating volume, which didn't show in few minutes, which didn't show before the market opened. But at this point in time, it seems like we do have some volume in the market. And if there's some volume in the market, prices can push up. Just need to see some volume. Let's see. Higher chances of price pushing up at this point in time. Price moving up pretty well. Previous hourly candle has made that decent wick on the bottom. So the current hourly candle can do the previous hourly candle's job. Let's see if the hourly candle is going to do the previous hourly candle's job. At this point in time, 4 pips in profit. Let's see. So the candles have to move up and should respect this gray area, should respect the previous candles, a low open price, whatever there is, and we can definitely push up. We can retest this high and potentially move all the way up to 153.085. 85. So let's see what's going to happen. see. We are 2 minutes in the market open at this point in time. 2 minutes in the market open. 2 minutes in the market open. Let's see what's going to happen. Let's see what's going to happen. We are 3 minutes in the market. And so another thing is, for example, for the price to push up, there's another thing that the candles can do at this point in time, can actually make a wick before moving up, right? So I actually want the wick to kind of respect the previous 30-minute candle's open price, or at least the wick, right? My stop loss is right below that candle's wick. So let's see what's going to happen. Is it actually going to respect the price on the downside? Is actually going to respect the support or not? See what's going to happen. But the bias hasn't changed yet. The bias is still a buy. And the bias is not going to change. So the 30-minute candle has broken the previous 30-minute candle's high, but this is the first few minutes of the hourly candle, and especially this is a volatile time because this is the market open time, and usually around the market open time, times do get a little volatile, right? So obviously still waiting to see an upside push. So let's see what's going to happen. Obviously, if this 15-minute candle breaks the previous 15-minute candle's low, I'll try and at least cut down 50% of my position. 50% of my position. Let's see what's going to happen. Because I don't want to lose more than what I anticipated. That's the idea. At the end of the day, I want to lose less than what I applied. Let's see. Just give me a second. I'll be back. I will be back. Alrighty. Just a second, guys. I'm right here. Just give me a second, okay? Just a second. Dun, dun, dun. Let's see. Just give me a second. And we are back again. Let's see what's gonna happen. So for now, the candles are still hanging around there. Was anticipating some volume at the time of entry, and haven't seen that volume yet. So have to see if the current so here's the thing. Hourly candle right now has actually made a wick on the downside, right? There's actually a lower wick on the hourly candle, so the chances to push up is still high than pushing down. Just have to see some sort of volume, and that's all. So let's see what's gonna happen. I'm anticipating the price to push up, man. My final target is 153 or 085. My final target is 153 085. Let's see. Let's see if that is the case, or is the market just going to consolidate? Because it has only, so the pound yen has only experienced a heavy push like a few hours ago, in about 1.5 hours ago, a heavy push on the upside. And usually what we've seen is after a heavy push in a some sort of direction, the market do ranges like this, just like this, right? It's an identical situation right here. So what the market did yesterday was New York session, late New York, pushed down, started ranging sideways. So push down, started ranging, and push again, bang. So that could be the similar case here. If the market's not going to push up, if the pound yen's not going to push up, maybe it could just range sideways. That could be the case as well. Vic says we could correct the move. That is also the case. Vic is actually correct. And Castro says give the volume some time. The market makers won't make it easy too. That is correct. So Kennedy says, hi Anuj, are you Indian? No, I'm from Australia. I am from Australia. All right. So I am not an Indian. Right now the price is retracing at this point in time. We are only in the first 9 minutes of the hourly candle. So waiting and waiting. See what's gonna happen. As I said, for me, it's all about risk management, right? It's for me, it's all about how can I lose less than what I applied in the trade, and that's something that has helped me be profitable till the date. So what I'm going to do is in relation to risk management at this point in time. So if the candles are going to stop breaking the previous candle's open price or even low, that's going to be the position. At least I'm going to close 50% of my position right there. Because if the candles have to move up, there is no business of this current 15-minute candle actually breaking the previous 15-minute candle's low. There's no business, right? If the market is retracing, maybe the entry I took was a way early entry. My bias could be correct, or the market may be pushing down even. We don't know, right? We obviously don't know. So if the market is pushing down, I don't want to lose everything what I applied in the beginning. Because I still want to manage to take another entry. So if my risk appetite is still there, or some of my risk is still left, maybe I can be confident with the second trade or even the next trade I'm going to take. All right, now at this point in time, so the 15-minute candle is actually pretty close to the previous 15-minute candle. The 15-minute candle, have to see if it's actually going to respect that level or it's going to break the low. On the break of the low, I might even close 50% of my position. I don't care at this point in time because it's only about risk management. So let's see what's going to happen. If later, after cutting down 50%, if it's going to run in my direction, I may add even the 50% later. But at this point in time, I'm in my defensive mode. So let's see what's going to happen. I am in my defensive mode, and my defense mode is constantly telling me that, you know what, man, I gotta lose less than what I anticipated. So I'm just waiting here. So kind of rejecting off of that support. If it's actually going to stop breaking its own low or the previous 15-minute candle's low, I am 50% out of the position, at least though. Yeah, about to break the open price at the 30-minute. Yep, that's right. That is on my terminal. It hasn't broken the price yet on my terminal, so I'm still waiting. Let's see what's gonna happen. So on, let's see. I'm on my defensive mode. So the current 15-minute candle has 3 more minutes left for its close, and the way it's moving, it's quite funny for my trade right now. So let's see. All right, so the 30-minute candle also has dipped in all the way down till 152.445 sort of a level. Right now it seems as if it's bouncing off of that level, so if the price has to push up, this is a good opportunity. This is definitely a good opportunity. So let's see what's going to happen. And the hourly candle hasn't broken the previous hourly candle's low, obviously, as we can see. On YouTube, Marlon Smith says, is trading the same as putting money in a poker machine? It's not. It's not. But again, at the same time, I'm not suggesting you to take a trade or try and invest into any sort of instrument. This channel is not a financial advisory channel in any sort of way. This is an educational channel where we discuss different instruments, ideas, our trade, and we critique and give feedbacks to different ideas here. So again, at the same time, for me, trading is just another profession. It's just another idea of generating money. It's a really skillful. It's a really amazing skill to have. I mean, if you can trade, man, it's really hard to trade. To be honest, it's really hard to trade. Most of the people don't even have patience to wait. That's why they lose the money. That's why they go into the poker machine, because they're not patient. They just go and put the money in the poker machine and they lose the money, man. It's nothing like this. Trading involves a lot of waiting, a lot of strategies. You have to be experienced in the market, which already takes some time, which some of the people are not willing to invest the time. They just want to make money in a click, and it doesn't work like that. Trading is nothing like that. Maybe in the late 1990s or 80s, a lot of people made money trading shares, FX, doing stupid stuffs at that time. But now it's different. It's a different lifestyle. It's a different idea of earning money, generating money. So it's an investment, but you also have to know what you're doing. So experience takes time. Your planning takes time, and obviously you need capital. So you gotta somehow find money that you're willing to lose. That's funny part of the trading, which most of the people are not willing to do, right? Now Castro says the odds are better than a poker machine. All right, that's funny. Yep. Motsuv says, you just gain an edge over the market with your risk management plan. Get the odds to work on your favor. That is correct. That is actually correct. So here's the thing. So the way the 15-minute candle is closing right now, it's actually rejecting the support, right? Now, but at this point in time, if the current 15-minute candle breaks the previous 15-minute candle's low, that's going to be the position where I'm going to close at least 50% of my position. And maybe if the position is going to move up later in my direction, and if my bias is correct, I may add up the half of the position later. So for now, it's just about risk management for now. So let's see what's going to happen. Let's see what's going to happen. Bum, bum, bada, bum, bum, bum. Our Kevin here on YouTube says, hey, if you're hoping to make money, then yes, it's the same as the machine. But if you know what you're doing, you're like a thief who is just making money by bits and pieces. Obviously, 100%. It's just a skill set. It's just a skill set which takes a lot to build. But once you have the skill set, man, you're making money out of thin air. You're just making money out of thin air. You just show up to the market and you know that you're gonna attack the market from here to here only when this happens. Only when the odds are on your favor. So that's the beauty about the trading, right? Now, so what I'm gonna do is guys, so the guys on the Zoom, we just hit that 462 subscribers on YouTube. So I'm requesting you guys to go into the YouTube channel if you would like, and just give the channel subscribe and whatever, because obviously we're trying to grow the community on the YouTube as well, and trying to help as many people as we can, obviously, because the stream is for free. We don't charge anything for the stream, and obviously you guys come here too, so head over to the YouTube channel and hit that likes button if you want to, only if you want to, and obviously subscribe to the channel as well. We just wanna run the algorithms a little bit. We wanna pump the YouTube channel with some subscribers here. Right, that's the idea. And DeQuavis says, Marlon Smith says on YouTube, he says, I made 2K on my chili machine yesterday. Oh my god, man, I don't know, man. For me, putting money in a machine to make more, I don't believe in it. I don't know. I don't believe in it. So FX for me, I believe in it because I've invested my time, my experience, learning this skill, and it has actually hurt me a lot, right? Over time, as a beginner trader, it has hurt me a lot. But now, all of those experience, all of those hurt over the past few years is only helping me right now to grow even better. And I believe in it because I make money out of it every week, every month. I'm earning something from Forex, so I believe in it. I don't believe in machine. I don't believe in machine. All right, let's see. All right, Max here says, liked Anuj, great energy and great passion. Thank you, Max. Thank you very much. Thank you. I actually have a friend whose name is Maxim. So DJE says, do you ever think Forex will ever die? So here's the thing, right? So we have to look at that question from a practical point of view. Do you think the money is going to vanish in the next 20, 30, 40, 50 years out of the world? I don't think so. Do you think the commodities in the world are only going to be traded with the crypto money? Do you think the people are going to be educated enough? And is the government going to allow only the CBDCs or the crypto central banks coins to be like formulated? No, they're not, because a lot of people are obviously going to reject this idea. People were investing money into crypto is like a new fashion thing, trend, whatever, blah blah blah. But the money to disappear out of the world, it's going to take a lot of time, and it's going to take a lot of work. So government, they don't want that, because money is like you. What's the example? Let's see. I'm thinking of a better example. All right. So money for government is like you. For example, you wanting a cloth on top of your body. So government loves money. They love money. They hate the hidden cryptos or all those flowing whatever that thing is. So I don't think FX is going to disappear. No, I don't think so. But at the end of the day, you know, if it's going to disappear, again, at the same time, if it's going to disappear, I mean, it is what it is. Maybe the skills you actually learn in FX, you can apply it to any other skill. You can apply it to like any other, for example, I would say any other profession, any other idea. So Forex is absolutely going to teach you something about life. Rather more than trading, and rather more than clicking buttons, it's actually going to help you learn different skill. It's going to help you be disciplined. It's going to help you learn about your own journaling, your whatever you're doing. You're going to learn about your risk management. You're going to learn about different stuffs, man. 100%. So FX here has helped me learn a lot about myself, to be honest. And it's the same for most of the traders out there. As they begin trading, as they begin experiencing market, and as they begin experiencing their odds in favor, creating edge on any sort of thing, man, that's going to help you a lot. That's actually going to help you in different stuff. All right, so Marion Smith here on YouTube says, Max is a animal's name. Oh, no. Technically, any name can be anything's name, man. Technically, anything can be anything's name. Marion can be a dog's name, you know. It can be. Can be. So Marion says, your son's name should be Jamal. Oh, I don't know, man. I don't know. GJ Man, how do you say the name? GJRG. How do you say the name? Is that like a real name? That's really hard to say, honestly. GJRGJN Rika. How do you say that? I'm still waiting. Obviously, I'm still waiting. So let's see what's gonna happen. We are 22 minutes in the market already, and I think there's an unemployment claim in the next 8 minutes. So that's kind of ugly, because I know that things like unemployment claims and stuff, they actually give shock effects across pairs. They give shock effects in pound yen, shock effects in pound AUD and stuff. So I'm still in the trade, but I don't want to be a part of that market massacre where that shock effect just flushes you out. I don't want to be one of those trades. So I'm still there. It kind of makes sense. Just waiting for the volume. So here's the thing. Here's another thing. What I'm going to do is, the market is rangy, right? So if there's going to be enough volume, obviously my trade makes sense. But again, at the same time, in the next few minutes, in the next 7 minutes, there's going to be this unemployment claim sort of news. So do I really want to be part of that? Maybe no. So I may close down my position in about 4-5 pips loss. I don't care, because I just want to be on a good position. I just want to end up on a good note. So let's see what's going to happen. I'm never going to hesitate on closing my position, to be honest, because as much as I love my trade, I shouldn't hesitate on cutting down my position in terms of volume, or even killing my trade. I shouldn't think twice. So let's see what's going to happen. In about 6 minutes away from the unemployment claims, my bias hasn't changed yet. So still kind of waiting here. Still kind of waiting. All right, so GJ on Zoom says, how long have you been trading? All right, so for that question, the answer is, I've been trading for 4 years. But if you're asking the question to kind of judge me, it's not going to help you, right? Again, at the same time. Now, 4 years, the first few years was on and off, just learning few stuffs. But 2 years hardcore trading, where I got hurt a lot. I was earning a lot of money, and I was risking a lot, carefree. Now it's it's actually organized. So after 2 years, finally, consistency leading to live streams, leading to trading with like amazing friends side by side. So I've got my friends who trade with different strategies. They use a little advanced systems. When I say advanced, obviously they use more indicators and more price action confluence trading. But again, at the same time, we trade together, and it's amazing, man. And trading with your friends together, you know, sharing ideas, growing together. We started from the scratch, from the bottom, from zero level. Nobody helped us. Just scratch. We learned from scratch, and we did our own bit of research. So it's a long time. But obviously, my rate of success, or my rate of learning, or the time I invest, is definitely irrelevant to another person, because somebody else might learn even faster, or somebody else might take it even longer. But the thing is to be consistent. You have to set yourself a discipline rule and just try and gain the experience. Just get up and try and get into the market. Try and get into the market with only the core thought of, you know what, maybe I'm going to learn something out of the market today. Don't say I'm going to put my money in the market. Say, you know what, I'm going to get in the market and I'm going to try and experience. I'm going to try and experience and learn. That's how you think, right? That's how you actually enter the market as a beginner trader. So try and save your money as much as you can. Save your capital. That's all I can say. All right, on YouTube, Marion says, is the stream lagging for you guys or is my internet crap? I don't know, man. I honestly don't know. Tom says, yes, it is lagging a little bit. Oh no. Mr. YouTube, please don't lag my stream. Oh my God. So we are 2 minutes away from the unemployment claim, man. I just don't want to leave the position open because unemployment claim, I know that US dollar is looking good in the most recent reports and stuff. And if US dollar is gaining strength, it may give that a shock effect, right? But at the same time, let's see what's gonna happen. 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 In the next 30 seconds, we have unemployment claims. In the next 30 seconds, we have unemployment claims. Yep, and it's, whoop. I'm still in the trade. Let's see. Yep, in about 1 pip. Let's see. Let's see. So the hourly candle is still looking good for the push up. Let's see what's going to happen. We just had the unemployment claims. So the trade is swimming in about 4 pips in drawdown. Let's see what's going to happen. Unemployment claims. How was the news? And we have this Powell, Mr. Powell speaking today. So maybe that's going to move the market too. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm in about 5 pips in drawdown right now. And it's just hanging around there, right? And usually I don't hold trades for too long. It just doesn't make sense. And hourly candle hasn't broken the previous hourly candle's low, but do I really want to risk a lot? Do I really want to risk? Let's see what's gonna happen. Let's see. Do I really want to risk all I applied? Maybe no. Let's see. So looking at the 15-minute candle, so what I can see is, for example, if the current 15-minute candle starts breaking the previous 15-minute candle's low, I'm gonna get out of the position right there, because at that point in time, I've been holding the trade for too long. I anticipated some volume in the market. Obviously, haven't seen that significant amount of volume yet, and it's kind of ranging at this point in time. 15-minute candle ranging side by side. So if the current 15-minute candle breaks the previous 15-minute candle, I'm going to close the position right there. I'm going to close the position right there because it doesn't make sense anymore, right? If it has to move up, there's no business in candles ranging side by side. So I'm just putting my trigger on point to close the position if it's going to go in drawdown. Because at that point in time, it doesn't make sense. Let's see. Still waiting. Wow. All right, this is a really funny situation. Why is it a funny situation? I'll tell you why. Look at this. Look at the previous numbers of unemployment claims, right? So they were expecting fewer numbers. They were expecting fewer numbers, but the number turned out to be bad. Number turned out to be more. So they were expecting less. Obviously, it's less than previous number, but it's still bad enough. So it's going to be interesting how the market's going to perceive the numbers. It's going to be interesting how the market's actually finally going to perceive the numbers. Let's see what's going to happen. I'm still in the trade, so counting on the 15-minute to give me the risk management signs here. So I haven't closed my position yet, but I can close it anytime. As I said, a 15-minute ranging side by side for now is not a good sign. Hourly candle has 25 minutes left for its close. So the real question is the hourly candle going to push up in the last final few minutes? Or is it just going to be ranging price action until NYSE? Because if the price is ranging to NYSE, I might even call it a day. Because I'm not feeling well first thing, right? And it's better for me to rest than wait for the NYSE. But I would see how I feel. I would definitely see how I feel. But again, at the same time, it kind of makes sense for the price to range because we only experienced a heavy push on the upside like a few hours ago, in about 2.5 hours ago. Experienced a heavy push on the upside, price ranging side by side only makes sense for the candles to push up later. So we'll have to see. Sanjeev Kumar says, when is NYSE open? So the thing is, for beginner traders, you have to know when are the potential market open time. You have to know. You have to exactly know when is the market open time. So 1.5 hours after the NY open is the NYSE. Now, if you don't know what that means, just go into Forex Factory and just go into the market tab. Open the market tab in the next page or whatever. And what you would see is right now, this is 35 minutes after the NY open. So look at this. You're going to see here. You will definitely see here. So go into the market tab and you will see that, you know what, New York open was around here. And we are 35 minutes in the New York open. So this is, it's 8:35 in New York right now. So if 8 a.m. is the New York Bank open, 9:30 a.m. New York time is the NYSE. So in about I would say in about 54 minutes we will experience the NYSE volume. In the next 54 minutes, you're gonna experience what the NYSE has to do with the unemployment claims number. Unemployment claim number. Yeah, I might even close the position right here. I really don't like the way it's printing right now. Really don't like closing position in 8 to 9 pips in drawdown. Could be nothing in relation to the big loss I might apply. So I'm still waiting to see. Obviously, candles are ranging with a smaller range, and it's no doubt it's ranging. Obviously, anybody can say that it's ranging. So kind of waiting here. Let's see what's going to happen. Yep, I think this is going to be the position where I'm going to close the position right here. I'm going to wait for another 1 minute. Another 1 minute, and if the candles are ranging, I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to get out of the trade because it doesn't make sense. The thing is, because I only anticipated volume and the volume hasn't shown up yet. So it looks like only NYSE is going to bring that potential volume. So if the NYSE is bringing volume, me entering right now is only an early trade. So if I'm going to be here in front of the market around the NYSE hours, obviously I may speculate around that time. But until then, it doesn't make sense. So let's see what's going to happen. Yep, in about 8 pips in drawdown, 8 pips, 7 pips in drawdown. Let's see. Market pretty rangy, to be honest, pretty rangy. So what I might do is, this is going to be the point where I'm going to close my position right here. Closing my position right here. 8 pips in drawdown. I mean, it is what it is. Sometimes it's just what it is. You have to be tight on your risk management. You have to be so strict. If you're not strict, the market's going to take away money from you, man. And if your full risk appetite is used, that's not nice. That's not nice. So I can show you guys my trade. Let's see. So maybe my bias was correct, but whatever I did was only for the bigger picture, right? Look at this. Look at the trade. So the Zoom guys cannot see it. YouTube guys can see it. If only the YouTube is not lagging. So I don't know. Maybe the YouTube guys cannot see it too. But anyways, so here's my screen. I closed my position right here. Didn't make sense. At this point in time, didn't make sense. Maybe I closed my position too early, but it is what it is. Again, at the same time, I don't want to lose what I applied fully. Now, that is only going to allow me to take another trade, another quality trade when it appears, when it makes sense. So some of the beginner traders can't do this because they don't understand the idea of losing less. They only understand the idea of earning or whatever. So 8 pips in drawdown with my with half of the usual volume I used today. So Dun, dun, dun. So that was 8 pips. Trade 1. Trade 1, GJ. GJ. 8 pips. Buys. Risk management. So here's the thing, right? So why did I exactly cut down the position? Or now somebody may ask me, why the hell did I cut down the position? Why didn't I hold? Why didn't I have had the balls to hold the trade? I'll tell you why. Because the four of the outcomes out of your trade, your best outcomes out of your trade are, what do you want out of your trade? Basically, what do you want out of your trade? Either you want a big profit out of your trade, or that's the first thing, or you want a smaller profit out of your trade. That's the second thing. Or you want a break-even sort of a situation out of your trade. That's the third thing. And the fourth and the final is you either want a smaller loss out of your trade. So what do you don't want? Out of the four scope, now what do you don't want? You don't want a bigger loss. That's what you don't want to do. You want to try and stop bleeding hard. If you bleed hard, you're in a big trouble. You're in a big trouble. If you know how to stop the bleeding, you're going to save yourself. You're in a danger. You're in the war. You're fighting with your enemies. You're bleeding. If you can stop the bleed, man, you're going to survive. You're going to survive over the bigger picture. So that's what you got to do. Now, beginner traders, they don't understand the four outcomes. Really important. Either you want a big profit out of your trade, but you got to be able to secure and don't be greedy. Now again, either you want a smaller profit out of your trade, or either you want a break-even sort of a situation if the situation presents, or either you want a smaller loss out of your trade. If you're looking for a bigger loss, man, if you don't know what you're doing, you're gonna hurt yourself. You're gonna hurt yourself bad. So make sure you know what you're doing. So I knew what I was doing. I was comfortable with 8 pips drawdown with half of the lot size I used, obviously, because this was a bigger stop loss sort of a position. The original stop loss was 20 pips. So out of 20 pips, I lost 8 pips. So not even half. So I'm pretty good. I'm pretty good, man. This was a really good exercise of just risk management for me. If somebody is still in a buy, maybe it's going to work out for you. Maybe it's not going to work out. So you got to define the rules for yourself. Obviously, candles are still respecting the support and still respecting the low. The signs of buys are there, but right now candles are ranging. So we are only 15 minutes away from the news. So the unemployment claims also turned out to be a little funny. The numbers before were 373K, and they were expecting lower numbers, good numbers. Obviously, the result came out to be good, but not as much as they expected. So the number is technically good. All right, so now get this. The number out of the news is technically good, but not as good as they expected. So how is the market going to perceive this? That's the whole idea. Now I cut down my position around 8 pips, and looks like the position's gonna go even lower. The price is gonna push the candles even lower. So I'm out of the position. Just let me fill my water here. Alrighty, so we are back. Man, oh man. July so far has been bumpy for me because I haven't been able to trade London so much. Is it working now? Can you see my hands waving? Can you see my hands waving? Dun dun dun. Oh, perfect, man. We just found out the cure for the cure for the YouTube freeze. We just found out the perfect cure for the YouTube screen freeze now. So all I gotta do is I gotta stop the stream from the streaming app, the app button, and I gotta restart the stream. So that's it. That's it. And it works. So just let me know if the stream on the YouTube freezes sometimes. It's because of the app, you know. It's not because of the internet. My internet is perfect, man. Trust me. My internet is perfect. And this is the problem of the app, apparently. So this is what I'm going to do. Just let me know every time the screen freezes, because the audio is rendering pretty well. The YouTube, on YouTube, YouTube says, you know what, it's receiving the data well. But it's only receiving the audio data, so it's kind of funny. Now, look at this. Look at the way how GJ is panning out to be here. It's kind of ranging side by side. So do you really want to be part of that? Maybe no. All right. So in the next 35 minutes, we're gonna experience the NYSE. So that's gonna be interesting. All right. On YouTube, Fakazani Ambatha says, which pairs is this? This is pound yen. So if you look into the left hand side corner, says GBPJPY. So I usually look at pound yen, gold, and a few of the other pound instruments, but mostly it's pound yen and gold that I love. So pound yen and gold is what I trade, and most of the guys here trade. I mean, some of my friends also look into Euro USD and also Australian JPY, so Australian dollar JPY. So it's kind of interesting mix. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to actually look into gold, because gold is looking interesting at this point in time. We are in about 26 minutes away from the news that just happened before, and the gold is starting to head down one more time. And looks like if gold is actually pushing down from below 1820.25, I'm keeping my eyes open. So let's see what's going to happen. GJ says, do you use magic keys? So I don't own a magic key yet, but I will. I will own a magic key, because I know what I'm doing, right? I don't need a magic key for now. Look at the way how GJ is moving. That's why I cut down my position, right? Look at this. It's moving so funny right now. It's breaking lows, breaking 152, 445 one more time. So that's why you want to bleed less than more. You want to get hurt a little bit than a lot, right? You don't want to get hurt a lot. So that's what I did. I got hurt. I actually intentionally cut down my position around 8 pips. So the risk management was on point. So I'm really happy. Trust me. Even if I lost 8 pips, obviously it's still a loss, 8 pips for the day, but it's kind of good. It's kind of good because if I didn't close the position, my full stop loss or my full risk would have been out of the window. It would have been flying out of the window. Now what I can do is essentially, if price is pushing down, I can take a trade. If price is pushing up, regardless, I can take a trade. So because I have my daily risk still put aside, so I'm actually waiting. Let's see what's gonna happen. And if this 30-minute candle closes below 152.445, I'm going to keep an eye open for selling sort of a situation now. So we are 30 minutes away from the NYSE. 30 minutes away. Let's see. Hourly candle has broken the previous hourly candle's low at this point in time, and we're just hanging around that level. 152.445 has been something here. So the previous 4-hour candle obviously closed bullish with a large wick on the top, also showing some sort of chances, some sort of probability for the upside. Right, some sort of possibility for the upside. Now have to see this current 4-hour candle kind of may make a low wick before moving up, and the low wick could be the premium price for the NYSE market, because the NYSE also wants its premium price. Arsatic Jaris says, search this on Google. It's a free risk manager, PZ TradePad EA. Ooh, okay. Interesting. PJ TradePad EA. We're gonna have a look at that. We're definitely gonna have a look at that. But for now, the way the previous 30-minute candle closed below this yellow line, it's actually looking really interesting. If this candle is to make a high before breaking the low, I might even take an entry on the break of the low. So let's see what's going to happen. So VIX idea of market correction, that could be valid. So I'm still keeping my eyes wide open. I'm still here. I'm still here. So let's see what's going to happen, right? What is going to happen? Is VIX idea about market correction is happening right now. That could be the case too. That could be the case. So I have to see a proper retest around the previously broken support level. On the break of the low, I might even take a position. With like 10 pips stop loss, anticipating the correction in the market. Let's see. Let's see. We are in the first few minutes of the hourly candle and as well 4-hour candle right now. Ooh, and broken the low right here. Broken the low right here in the first few minutes. I mean, there is a top wick, but I wanted to see a proper rejection off of this previously broken support level. Let's see what's going to happen. Let's see what's going to happen, because I don't want to rush into a trade. I don't want to rush into a trade. We are 28 minutes away from the NYSE. 28 minutes away from the NYSE. Let's see. and pushing down nice and slow at this point in time in pound yen. Let's see. 15-minute candle actually looking good. 15-minute candle is actually looking good. It has a decent top wick, and there's a clear range on the downside. Looking good. Looking good. I think we're gonna push down here. More chances of pushing down at this point in time. I'm a simple man. Yep. The previous 5-minute candle closed with no wick on the bottom. Yeah. I don't know, man. The previous 5-minute candle closed with no wick on the bottom. I don't know. Kinda have to wait. So it's going to be okay on YouTube. Says, do you use Dominion Markets, bro? Not yet. My plan was to shift to Dominion Market because some of my reasons. I couldn't move all of the funds to Dominion. So I'm slowly moving my funds to Dominion Market, and I'm gonna operate fully in Dominion. So hopefully by 25th of this month, hopefully. Let's see. Let's see. And it's rejecting the bottom now. One more time. We are only 7 minutes in the hourly candle right now. So on YouTube, it's going to be okay. It says apparently Dominion Market doesn't accept application from such and such country. Oh no, they accept application. You just have to put in crypto as your country. Apparently, you have to do your own bit of research. And I know that a lot of my friends from USA and UK, they use Dominion Market. So you can as well. You just have to put in crypto, I think, as the country. No worries. On YouTube, it's going to be okay. Says okay. Thank you. Yesterday, get up tonight. Bye bye bye. Bye bye bye. Bye bye bye. Bye 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 bye. Bye bye bye. Bye bye bye. Get up tonight. Bye bye bye. 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 We are 21 minutes away from the NYSE. 21 minutes. It's going to be okay on YouTube. Says apparently, appreciated. Was thinking they were scamming me since they don't accept residents in the UK. No, not really. because they are crypto based brokerage. That's what the case is. Mohammed Lukman here says thanks for today, bro. Calling it a day, not risking news. Oh, actually we have a news, don't we? I see. It's a new. Oh shit! I didn't even see that. Otherwise, I would have called it a day already. Muhammad has called it a day. I'm gonna call it a day too, man. To be honest, I didn't see this. I didn't see Fed 11:30 p.m. It's nighttime here. I should be sleeping. I should be taking a break, not hanging around like a crazy chart dude. But yeah, anyways, I'm gonna call it a day too. So thank you guys for coming in. Obviously today has been a risk management day, and now if you look into the original trade I took, you will see why I actually managed to close my position, right? If you look into it, a lot of traders who took a buy around that area, maybe they placed their stop loss deep here. Now they are in deep drawdown, right? Now my original stop loss was 20 pips from the entry, and I somehow closed my position with 8 pips of drawdown because I didn't like the way it was printing, and that was only because of the experience in the market. So that will definitely come over time, and in practicing risk management, it takes a lot of guts. To be honest, it does. But we have to define the rules, what we want out of our trade. Clear and simple. What do we want? 4 results, as we talked about. Either a big profit or a small profit, break even or a small loss. We don't want that big loss. That's what we don't want. We don't want the big loss, okay? So whoever managed to manage the position, I mean, perfect. It's a perfect risk management exercise day here. And thank you guys for coming in. Thanks for the love and support. I'm going to close my terminal here. Closing my trading terminal at this point in time. I'm going to call it a risk management Thursday. And thank you for coming in. The guys in the Zoom, the guys in the YouTube. Now, next time, if there's any problem in the YouTube, just shoot it at me. And we're going to restart the stream through the app and we'll be perfect, right? And thank you so much for coming in and showing the love and support. Until next time, take it easy. Don't overtrade. And we are building interesting contents for the YouTube. And it's going to get out. It's going to come out soon. So make sure you stay updated and help us grow the YouTube community. Help us build a subscription on the YouTube. So thank you so much.
Well, folks, it's time to kick it old school.